Everyone, this is real estate coach Craig Proctor, and welcome. Hey, thanks for being with me today. What we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about how to make a seven-figure income, which is like hard enough, right? But better than that, what we're going to discuss today is how do I make a seven-figure income selling real estate where it runs by itself eventually. Okay, so that's a cool concept, right? Imagine making $1 million a year or more in commission in GCI every year as a real estate agent and have the thing more or less work without you. In fact, I want you to consider this. How many homes could you sell if that was true? How many homes could you sell if it had nothing to do with you? How many buyers could you work with? How many homes could you list? How many offers could you present if it didn't depend on you? So very few realtors are able to pull this off, honestly, very few. And it's important that you learn from someone like me that's done this, okay, and is able to explain it to you. So how many of you would agree this would be a huge thing to shoot for, right? Making a seven-figure income, but not having a seven-figure income business that kills you, right? Not having a business that destroys your health, destroys your marriage, destroys everything in your life. What you want to strive for is really having a business, because most agents don't. Most agents have a job, and their job as a realtor consumes them. It closes out all the light in their life. And that's not why you signed up for real estate, right? You didn't get into real estate to have less freedom. You got into real estate to have more freedom. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I am going to share with you, if you take my advice on this, I've done this before, and I've helped thousands of agents do what we're talking about here today, which is to leverage up their business so they can make over $1 million in GCI, and then eventually this thing works on its own. Now, some of you might be calling BS on this. This is fine. Hey, look, if you don't believe in it, if you don't believe it's possible, it's never going to happen. I'm just letting you know, I have clients that I coach that I've worked with 5-10 years, relationships with these millionaire agents. Some of them are making over $1 million in a month. In a month. Sarah Reynolds, I think she's number 1 or 2 for Keller Williams in the world. She's been my client for over 10 years. She makes over $1 million in GCI a month, and it pretty much works without her. It would have to, right? If you're doing $14 million in GCI, it can't depend on you. So let me know in the comments, does this interest you? Do you even believe this is possible? It's very important, number one, that you believe it's possible. And I'll explain today exactly how I did this, because in the beginning, I didn't think it was possible. I didn't know how to do it. So you can learn from me today. I'm going to repeat this. Very few realtors are able to pull this off. And those that pull it off, most of them would never share with you how they did it. And even those who would share with you, some of them are not very good communicators. Because like I could know something, I could know how to do something, but if I can't explain it to you so you understand it, then you're not going to be able to do it. So I think I'm pretty good at both, right? I'm pretty good at the doing of it. I did it for over 20 years. Many of you know my story. Within 3 years of having my real estate license, right? Within 36 months, I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the whole world for commissions earned. Nobody in the world of RE/MAX made more money every year than I did, and I was doing that 36 months within getting my license. So I kept doing it. That's the cool part of it. I kept being the top agent for RE/MAX over and over and over again, selling 500 or 600 homes, and I did this for over 20 years. Then I got into coaching agents, and what I discovered is, holy cow, when I teach other real estate agents what I did, they start to get the same results. Right? There's a system there's a systematic, this has nothing to do with Craig Proctor the person. What I stumbled onto through trial and error was a systematic way to become $1 million agent, a $1 million GCI producer, and more. I went into $2 million, $3 million, $4 million in GCI, and now I've had the pleasure of being able to teach thousands of agents how to do it. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. Let's get into how to do this. Okay, first thing that I would help you with is getting your head on right. Okay, I mean, that sounds kind of esoteric, but look, you guys have all heard of old paradigms. We drag a lot of crap into this business with us, right? Look, the way we're raised by our family since we're little kids, your first day of school, your first job, your first date, all the crap they taught you when you got into real estate, it all forms this paradigm. Paradigms are other people's habits. Well, just like other people have habits, the entire real estate industry operates in an old paradigm, right? So you get into the business, right? Natural thing, you get into the business, you look around at what everyone's doing, and you figure, oh, that's how to do it. That's the mistake I made, and I was failing, okay? Look, if you want to be super successful at this, you've got to accept the fact that you can't do this the way any other people are doing it, right? You've got to seek out successful realtors, seven-figure income realtors. You got to seek them out, and you got to copy what they're doing. Success leaves clues. We've all heard that before. Okay, so here's the first thing that I figured out. I figured out I'm not going to get rich selling real estate, cold calling, door knocking, running stupid ads, sitting in open houses, chasing FSBOs and expireds. That's only going to take me so far. I had to become a student of direct response marketing, not image marketing, not my logo, not my picture. No. I had to figure out what it was that buyers and sellers really wanted, and then I had to learn where to offer those. Make the offer, they will come to you. 100% of my business, my buyers and sellers, they were chasing me. I didn't have to make any more cold calls, didn't have to knock on doors. I didn't have to do all the crap they tell us to do. Now, I figured that out in a couple of years. So it wasn't like I magically became the most experienced realtor in my marketplace. No. What I was really good at was lead generation. In my marketplace, the buyers and sellers believed I was the best solution to buying or selling a house. Now, here's the mistake I made. In the beginning, so you can imagine I got all this business coming in. In the beginning, I believe, well, I can pull this off myself. Right? So I'm working 10 hours a day, 11 hours a day, 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Let me know in the comments if you're with me, right? You think, well, the way to make more money in real estate is I just need to trade more time for money. So eventually you can see the problem. You run out of time. By year two, I was just like working 7 days a week. It was like working and sleeping. And I'm like, hey, this is not what I signed up for. I'm not having more freedom here. I got into real estate for freedom, and now this is a terrible job. I have no time for a life. I got to change. So that's when I started hiring people. I had this overflow of business, so I understood marketing, which I will teach you this, folks. It's really easy. Just think about this. Just offer stuff that people want. We're going to do it today on Facebook. We're going to use Google, your Google My Business page. Make sure it's optimized, right? We're going to use YouTube. It's so much easier to do this when you're offering people what they really want, and they will come to you. They'll actually chase you. Think about this. Instead of being positioned as an annoying pest, right? Prospects pursued, run away. Instead, let's flip that equation around and have them coming to you. Now, once you figure that out, accept this, you can turn up the volume. You can turn up the volume, and you can produce more business than you as a solo agent could ever handle. So that's what I did in the beginning. I'm trying to do it all by myself. Then I hire an administrative person. Okay, the administrative person, I give her all the stuff that doesn't require a real estate license, and it made it better because my production goes up because I'm not messing around with getting keys cut and doing paperwork and delivering feature sheets and installing key boxes. But the problem persisted. So I'm selling more houses because I have my administrative person, but I'm still working 7 days a week. So I start hiring licensed agents. In fact, as far as I know, correct me on this, but as far as I know, I was the first solo agent, not a broker owner, just a real estate agent at the RE/MAX office. I was starting to hire other licensed agents when I was never a broker. See, back in the day, that didn't happen. I popularized teams. I'm like one of the OGs, if not the OG, in team building. And I'm going to show you today, I'm going to give you stuff so you can do this. okay? But before we get to the building of the team, understand the marketing comes first. I'm not saying run out and hire a bunch of people. For most of you, you don't need a bunch of people because you're not busy yourself because you haven't cracked the code on lead generation. But let's assume that I teach you how to do that. The leads are coming in, you're working 7 days a week. How many of you have that problem now? Let me know in the comments. If you've got more leads coming in, more business coming in, you're like, oh my God, I can't keep this up. I can't keep working 7 days a week. I'm tired. And if you are working 7 days a week, you can't scale this any bigger. You're maxed out. That's what I started to understand. I projected myself into the future and I thought, I don't want to keep working this hard. And there's a limit to what any one person can do. So I start hiring licensed agents. First agent I bring along, great draft pick. Her name was Lindy. Not Linda, Lindy with an E. She was brand new in the business, licensed for like less than a year. I met her at an offer presentation and I hired her on the spot. Do you know, I trained her. She went out on my listing appointments with me, my buyer appointments. She made $300,000 the first year. We're in a 50-50 split. Guess what? That means I made 300, right? So she made 600K. She gets 300. I get 300. Brand new agent right out of the gate. She was with me for 20 years. Do the math. She made me $6 million. One agent made me $6 million. So then I had success, right? I had a solo agent that joined up with me, and it was easy now for me to hire my next agent and my next agent, because what happened in short order is Lindy walks into my office, hair is all over the place. She's going, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, Lindy needed an assistant. So we hired 2, we hired 3. Now I'm up to selling like 400 or 500 homes a year. I've got 8 agents, right? And now I'm slowly backing myself out. I'm not working weekends anymore. I'm starting to get my life back, and I'm making more money than I've ever made in my life. In fact, my family and I, we moved to Florida. I'm in Canada. I moved to Florida, bought a house on an island. The first year that I lived in Florida, I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in all of Canada. I hadn't even been in Canada. I was down in Florida on the beach. That's how this thing can be set up. Again, some of you may be calling BS on this. Check out my track record. Okay, my track record is well documented. My track record is an established track record. If you check it out, Craig Proctor, #1 RE/MAX agent in the world, didn't even live in the country where my business was operating. Okay, so I've got some stuff here I want to share with you. Let me know, are you guys liking this? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in learning how to leverage yourself with marketing, leverage yourself with people, and leverage yourself with technology so you have this 7-figure real estate business that pretty much runs on its own. If you're interested in this, let me know. Also, let me know, what marketplace are you in? Maybe I can get you some referrals. Let me know what part of the country you're in. You're hanging out, like thousands of realtors will see this video. This will be on YouTube. This will be on LinkedIn. This will be in my private Facebook group. And by the way, how many of you, if you like this, how many of you would like to join my private Facebook group? It's called Rich Agent Secrets. Rich Agent Secrets. So you can just go there. Or how about this? Just type the word invitation into the comments right now. Type the word invitation, and Daryl, my marketing director, who's probably somewhere around here, he'll send you an invite to our private Facebook group. Okay, so I've got some stuff here for you. What I'm going to do so you actually can use the information that we're talking about today is I have created a download. You're going to be able to download this. We're gonna make this available. My marketing director, Daryl, will get this stuff to you. All you have to do is type in the word, type in bonus gift, and we'll get this. So let me show you what we got for you. Okay, the first thing that I created, I don't know if you can see this, it says the 9-step system to designing your real estate team. Okay, so how did I do this? How did I get the best agents? 2 ways. One way was proactive, where I actually would call other realtors in my marketplace that I knew were pretty good agents and they were good candidates. I wasn't calling the very top agents in the marketplace because obviously they're not going to come, nor did I want agents that weren't performing at the bottom of the list. I was looking for agents that were good draft picks. Like Lindy that I mentioned, I was looking for realtors that were 1 or 2 years in the business, so I didn't have to teach them, how to fill out a listing agreement or how to fill out an offer of purchase to sale, but I see talent, right? So here's what I would do. I would give them, when I met with them, I would give them the DISC personality test. This is one of the things I have for you. So this is a personality test that you can give administrative people or sales people, and I will teach you how to use this test to identify which prospects that you're interviewing would be the right fit, okay, for your team. So if you're hiring a salesperson, obviously you want someone that's more outgoing. Maybe they're less detailed, but they're more outgoing. But if I'm hiring, an administrative person or someone to work on my database, they don't have to have an outgoing personality. They have to be very detailed. So this is one of the things I'm going to include in the bonus gift. So again, all you have to do is type in bonus gift and I'll get you this. This first page I showed you here, the 9-step system to designing your team. This lays out, there's 9 points here. I'll just read them to you. Number 1, determine their strengths. Number 2, define your Rainmaker role. Okay, so this is cool. What I want you to do is to write out all the things that you should be doing, and then I want you to make a list of all the things you shouldn't be doing. That takes me to the next thing here, which is, we call this a time of your life worksheet. I don't know if you guys can see that, but what I want you to do when you get this is I want you to write down what you do all day long, and then to the right of it, I want you to write down what that activity is worth per hour. So let's say you get up in the morning and you're pulling listings off of the MLS. If I wasn't doing it, what could I pay someone else to do that? Getting keys cut, putting signs up. If you're honest with yourself, when you fill out this time of your life checklist, you're going to realize you're involved in a lot of crap that you shouldn't be doing, right? So there's certain activities that are Rainmaker activities. A Rainmaker activity is an activity where you can change the outcome. So there's stuff that you do, like going out on listing presentations, working on the marketing, recruiting, hiring, and training your team. Those are Rainmaker activities. But if you could just get rid of all the stuff that you have no business doing, and you could hire people to do those things, what happens is you're going to make more money and you're going to spend less time working. Okay, that's what happened to me. Now, I promise you, if you do this right, if you hire the right person at the right time, doing the right things in your business, you will make more money and work less. And you're going to say, wow, this is cool. Maybe I'll hire another person. And you hire the second person, and guess what happens? Your income even goes higher, and the hours you work even go lower. And you're like, let's do this again, right? And every time you do this right, you make more money and you work less, and you're slowly backing yourself out of your business, and eventually it more or less starts to run on its own. Let me know in the comments if this is exciting to you. Then I've got this, I created this as well. This is called 10 Qualities of a Good Rainmaker. So what is a good Rainmaker? You want to be a Rainmaker, that's where the money's at. I've created a list of what you should be doing, what are the qualities of a good Rainmaker, and then I'm also giving you an organizational chart. So that's you in the middle, right? You're the Rainmaker. You're the Rainmaker in the middle, and then all these positions around you. So you've got outside sales agents, inside sales agents, you've got administrative people, eventually you might have a customer service manager. Now, you're not going to run out and hire all these people at once, right? You're going to hire them one at a time. So if you want these bonuses, right, no strings attached, this is just me giving you good stuff that I give to my high-paying coaching members. All you need to do in the comments, I want you to write bonus gift. Okay, type in bonus gift. Is that better with that on? Maybe. Type in bonus gift, and my marketing director, Daryl, he'll get you this. If you want to be part of my private Facebook group, you type in the word invitation. Okay, so I would also invite you to have a conversation with me and my team. Okay, I do what we call breakthrough calls to help you bust through this old paradigm, to help you see things that maybe you don't see right now. Can you guys relate to that? There's something maybe in your life that you just didn't see the opportunity, you didn't see it, and all of a sudden it's crystal clear to you. That's what a phone call with me will do. Actually, we would do it on Zoom, and this is free, no obligation. It's just for me to help you get unstuck, right? You know where you want to go, right? You have an idea of where you want to take your business, but obviously something's holding you back because you're not there. Now, you can try to figure it on your own. You can spend years doing it, or you can just jump on a Zoom call with me and my team. We'll take you through a questionnaire, ask you a bunch of questions to find out what you're doing, get to really know you, and then we would give you our advice on, hey, this is what we would do if we were you. If we were working with you, this is how we would help you. Not a sales pitch, folks. Just we would show you, hey, this is what you're doing. This is what we recommend that you do. Would you like our help or not? And if you would, we would love to work with you. If not, no problem. We've got lots of clients coming to us. At a minimum, you're going to have a great conversation and see things that you don't see right now. See opportunities, get great advice that you can take on your own, and you can run with that. Now, if you want to do the free breakthrough call with me, go to proctorcall.com. If someone could type that into the comments, my name, proctorcall.com, proctorcall.com, and we'll spend 45 minutes with you, ask you a bunch of questions, help you out. Now, did you guys find this extremely helpful? Okay, this is free. This is just me sharing with you my experience in the beginning as a struggling real estate agent, to the next stage was I'm making a lot of money, but I'm working all the time. I have no life, to having my cake and eating it too, which was making millions of dollars a year and basically having a business that works without me. How many of you want to have a real business? See, the definition of a business is a business works without you. Many of you have a job, and it's a bad job because it consumes you. But we can make this change. The first thing is, got to open up your mind. You got to believe this is possible. I will introduce you to not hundreds, but thousands of Craig Proctor students that are making over $1 million a year. I'll give you their names. You can talk to them. They'll share their story. Now, another thing I want to make clear is these realtors that I'm talking about, they didn't come to me making millions of dollars. I know a lot of coaches try to pull that off. Oh, I work with all these $1 million agents. Yeah, but they were making $1 million before they started working with you. No. I'm talking about people, realtors these are rags to riches stories. They're selling 20 houses, 40 houses, and now they're selling hundreds of houses. Now, if you're already doing well, it's even easier for you. If you're struggling, look, there's no shame in struggling as long as you decide to change that, right? We all struggle in life. We all struggle in this business. Before I got into real estate, I was making like 25 grand a year. I know what it's like to, be in a bad spot. And I think that's why, honestly, I was so successful when I got into real estate, because I never wanted to go back there. I think when I had this opportunity to get into real estate, and I saw how much money and freedom you could actually experience here, I really loved the fact that I could set my own destiny. So I never want to go back there, and I know you don't want to go back there as well. What you need is just somebody to help you. I understand everybody is in your news feed. There's all these self-proclaimed experts. Like, do you know what the qualification is to call yourself a real estate coach? You simply just say, I'm a real estate coach. That's it. There's no qualifications. Folks, what makes me different is I walk the talk. I've been in this business for 25 years. I've sold over 10,000 homes. I've sold over $1 billion in real estate, and I've coached more millionaire real estate agents than anyone else, any other coach, trainer, guru. If you are serious about doing this, hang with Craig Proctor. Okay, you'll immediately see how we're different. You see, when you're learning from people that haven't done it, they can't give you the nitty-gritty details, right? They can talk from the 1,000-foot level on it, but they can't get you the details of how to do it. That's why when you ask them specific questions, well, how would I do this? What's the next step? They can't answer it because they've never actually made millions of dollars selling real estate. They've made millions of dollars talking about how to do it, but they've never actually done it. So you're at the right place if you want to be like me. if you want to have a serious business, a career, you can bring your family into it if you want. You can make millions of dollars, or maybe you don't want to make millions of dollars. Some realtors say, well, I don't want to make $1 million a year. My question is why not? Like, did you try it and you didn't like it? Did you make $1 million a year and you said, oh, this sucks? No. Old paradigms, right? So many realtors say, I'd never want to make $1 million a year. When I dig deeper and I ask why, they go, well, you know, I'd end up divorced, or I'd end up with a heart attack. I'd never see my kids. Yeah, doing it the way you're doing it, that's probably true. Look, we're not talking about you doing it how you're doing it. You're never going to get to what I'm talking about by doing what you're doing or just working harder. All you're going to get by working a little bit harder, incremental gains. I'm talking about exponential gains. You can't get to where I'm talking about doing what you're doing. I need to open your mind. You need to hang out with other people that are doing what I'm doing. And what you'll realize is, you know what? These other realtors making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million a year, they're no different than I am. In fact, I'm having a conference in Anaheim, California in a few weeks. I've got another one in Orlando, Florida. If you're opening to coming to conferences where you can meet these $1 million producers, just type in the word conference into comments and we'll get you, I mean, it's for members only, but I can probably get you in because I'd love you to meet hundreds of agents that are doing what we're talking about here today. So, look, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you found it really helpful. If you did, smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And remember, turn on the notifications on this page, okay? Follow this page, turn on the notifications. That way, when I go live, you're immediately going to get my content, okay? Again, this is no cost, no obligation. This is just me giving back, sharing with you how I did it. And I actually did it. That's the difference. A lot of these other guys, they talk about it, they never did it, they weren't in the trenches. You guys know what it's like, right? To be driving around with a family and their kids in the backseat of your car and doing offers at midnight. These other guys, they haven't lived in the trenches. So I believe I can better help you. Why? Because I better understand you, because I've been in the trenches for 25 years, side by side with hardworking realtors like you. So if you want to book a breakthrough call with me and my team, click on the link, proctorcall.com, proctorcall.com. You want to join my private Facebook group, type in the word invitation. And if you want my bonus gifts, okay, all the stuff I shared with you today, all you have to do is type in to the comments, bonus gift. And my man, Daryl, he'll be in touch with you and he'll show you how to access this great material. So thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, have an awesome day. This is Real Estate Coach Craig Proctor. Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.